Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for coming back to Cobra TV, and today we're going to be talking about Beyond Good and Evil 2 yet again. And today we're going to talk a little bit about the cities. So far, the one that we know of is the Ganesha City, and we're also going to lead into a bit of hit record and a project that we're going to be working on with you guys, and hopefully to get our content, all of us, inside the game. And we need your help because we're going to make, we'll talk about it. They're going to have a radio station. And since we're a talk show here for gamers here on Cobra TV, that should give you a little bit of idea what kind of project I want us to do. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. But first, I want to introduce, if you guys are new here, we are Cobra TV. We talk about ambitious games in development, or games that stand that step outside of the box of what's normal. Very different games. And with me on the call today, I have Semtex. Semtex, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing really good, Cobra. Yeah, super excited for Beyond Good and Evil and all of the community connection. That's how I'm going to phrase it. The connection the game developers actually got with their community, what they're wanting from them. It's a very, very interesting, exciting prospect. It really is pushing boundaries for game devs and how they interact with their community. So yeah,
exactly. I don't know if this has been done before. What they're doing with the community, it's absolutely amazing. I personally have not seen it done before, but I'm not saying it hasn't. But the way that they are reaching out to the community and saying, guys, look, what we're making is absolutely insane. We've got these big planets that are in one star system that you could travel and explore and play out a story in and muck around and have fun. And we're going to have these cities. Now, the planets are going to be procedurally generated so that way they can get the size, and they can get the size quick. What's going to have them take a while is it's going to be designing the cities, because they do not want to use procedural generation for the cities. They want them to be handcrafted, and they want them to feel like they're alive, they're breathing, they're lived in, that there's history, that there's long-standing storylines going inside there, and that it feels real for you. So they're taking procedural generation for cities completely off the table. So this is a huge undertaking for them. And what I'm leading into a point. What the point is that is such an ambitious idea to make these big, massive, lived-in cities that it's almost impossible for them to do that and get this game out within the next 10 years. So what they're doing is they're asking you for help to create content inside the game, whether it be artwork or lore or story or music or just anything. Maybe a video that's going to be played on an overhead projector somewhere in the game, or a billboard or a sign, or propaganda for the the anti-establishment system that they have. And so yeah, they're asking for help. And but before we get into hit record and what you could do to help and get your stuff in the game, how cool would it be, Semtex, to be in the game?
It's going to be amazing. I mean, the thing is, I think what really stands out there for me is the people that are involved in the community, the people that are super into this. They're actually going to create the ambience that sells that feeling of being part of this living, vibrant space. It's not something that's sterile, that hasn't got any interaction, that hasn't got any sort of input. It's literally real people, their differences, their personalities, actually making that a real place. And that is super, super exciting. You absolutely 100% how you're going to fill this space with all of these things. The sounds that you'll hear are going to be, people that have made content, whether that be music, whether that be the radio shows. The signs that you're going to see, the billboards, for example, are going to be, player-created art. And that is something else. That is, it's going to have so many different inputs, so many varied things, and that's real life. You don't walk around the city and see, billboards for the same shop. Everywhere you go, you see billboards for loads of different things. You see loads of different shop fronts. You hear different music, and different radio stations all have different vibes and different types of music. And that is insane.
It is. It's
that's going to be us.
100% agree with you. Yeah. We're taking a look at the trailer here for the last one that they released, I think, during E3, and we're taking a look at, the city. Is the biggest thing that I'm looking at here, and you can see the art and stuff like that. And real quick, here in a minute, I'm going to pull up a unrendered version of the city of Ganesha that Michelle Ansel actually put on his Instagram. But just look at this, and this is even them being done with it. And these cities, they're multi-layered cities. So you got the top layer, which is the rich, the powerful, and you've got the bottom layer, which all the way down to the bottom layer, which is the crime. This is where you have your pirates. This is where you have your hybrid trafficking going on. This is where you go to
the underbelly, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's the underbelly, yes. The criminal element of the city, and that's what's going to make it real. I feel, in real cities, you've got your nice areas that you go into that have got lovely houses and stuff, and you've got your everyday sort of like working folks that live in the suburbs, and then you've got your seedy underbelly, and that is so vivid. You can almost feel it when you see the video of that, the sort of sense, the grittiness and the reality of the place, and that is going to that's going to make you feel like you're there so much more than a lot of other things that we're seeing coming out at the moment.
Right,
I think that's absolutely incredible.
And so, if I didn't know about Beyond Good and Evil 2, and I hate it when people like compare games with other games, because you really can't, because each game has its own personality and flair that stands out from the next, but we do have categories. And if I did not know about Beyond Good and Evil 2, what I'm getting ready to say is how I would want it explained to me to get me excited. So I know that this is not comparable to what I'm going to compare it to whatsoever, but the devs even kind of mentioned this a little bit in one of the interviews. But here's how I would want Beyond Good and Evil 2 to be described to me. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is like Grand Theft Auto 5, but in space. And space in the future, and with procedurally generated sized planets. So there are tons of exploration. So think of the cool exploration that you do in other space games, and you could do that in Beyond Good and Evil 2. But Beyond Good and Evil 2 is going to have handcrafted storylines, these massive storylines, handcrafted cities, and be able to go down, and there's going to be police in the game. If you steal a car, or steal, I don't even know, a tuk-tuk. A tuk-tuk is a little, the first vehicle that you own in the game. And it's like this little moped version of a hovercraft or whatever. And you can go down, you could steal that. One of the first things you could do as soon as you get in the game is get a job at a pizza shop selling pizzas to people who order hybrids or humans who order pizzas in the game. So there's a lot to do in the city. I imagine there's going to be a lot of side missions, a lot of little things that you could do after you get done playing the story, and we could see that by the evidence of one of the things you could do is sell pizzas to earn money, to get that cash so that you can get a bigger ship. That's also how you can learn how to do missions or get crew members, because all of the crew members are going to be NPCs. So you're going to have to recruit them, and the more NPCs that you actually recruit, and the type of NPCs you actually recruit are going to help you in your game better, or it could make it worse. You get an idiot, you put an idiot on the bridge, you're going to have an idiot controlling your bridge. It's that simple. And if you piss off one of them, then they're going to leave you. Like, your crew members can actually leave. Like, say you fail too many missions, they could leave. And also, another thing that I would like to mention about this game is that it's going to be, I don't want to say adult. There is going to be cursing in the game. This is not a child's game. I know some people might think it is just because of how you see, like, the it looks like Tailspin. If anybody remembers Tailspin, like the hybrids walking around and things like that. Doesn't it?
I think as well, I mean, along with the GTA thing, I would say if you can take the kind of feeling that we've got from the Cyberpunk 2077,
yes,
the gritty realism, the kind of not necessarily adult themed, but definitely not aimed at kids. It's like, aimed at, I would say, sort of like people in their early 20s, people that have kind of gone through their education in schools and stuff, and that have reached that point in their life where they're really finding who they are, what they're into, what they enjoy, and that kind of, it's almost like a very realistic sort of sci-fi simulation of being in the future with a very kind of realistic approach to that. I think
Right.
it really is quite a very interesting mix of the different things that we're seeing. I mean, it just looks absolutely incredible as well. It's such a beautiful game. It really is a very beautiful game. And the city of Ganesh is insane. It looks like a futuristic India cross Cyberpunk 2077,
right,
in my eyes.
And just keep in mind, guys, in a minute we're going to be talking about a project that we're going to do and to hopefully get all of us into the game. I don't know if it's going to work. There's no guarantee if it's going to work, but we got an amazing community, and I would like to see if we could all come together and possibly create something pretty amazing to get inside the game radio. So be sure to stick around for that, and just hear me out. It's going to be fun. It's going to be absolutely fun. So, okay, so we'll, I guess, go into super detail about the cities in another video. Maybe we'll do it while we're talking about the ships, because I want to go into as finite detail as much as possible about the ships and all the vehicles that are in, because if you look at this trailer, you can see all kinds of vehicles in this trailer. You can see like taxis and things like that. Well, I'm not picking a screen here that's got any taxis, but hold on, we'll find one here. Let's see, right? So there's a tuk-tuk. This guy right here sitting next to a tuk-tuk, and there's another parked tuk-tuk right there. And as she walks out here, you can see like this bus, or like this space bus that comes around, and maybe that's going to be a form of transportation for you, but there is just a lot going on in this trailer here. A lot of vehicles that are not really shown in some of the trailers that we can actually zoom in and take a look at, because they're not going to throw these assets away. They're going to keep them. Speaking of throwing assets away, I just showed Semtex something a while back. They were going to make it Beyond Good and Evil 2, but it was going to have Jade as the main character, and they scrapped it. And I want to show, I think this was meant for like maybe PS3?
PS3, yeah.
So I want to show this, and the reason why I'm going to show this is because they're not going to throw away these assets. Now, we haven't seen a whole lot of like in-game action. We haven't seen a whole lot of things that are going on, but in this trailer or gameplay demo that they showed and canceled a while back, just goes to show that if you were to see in-game footage, this is probably what it's going to look like. Of actually running through the city instead of just like hopping onto a spaceship and fighting a bunch of NPCs. This is what it would probably look like, because the coding, some of the assets that they created, the way that they had the cities planned out, this is all like artists have a style. So if you look at the cities the way they're planned out, this could be what it's going to look like as you're running through the city. And it doesn't look that bad. It's coming out in 2009. It looks absolutely amazing. But we're going to go ahead and push play right there.
What excites me about this is, I mean, I played a lot of Dying Light, and the movement system was so realistic, the kind of parkour-esque kind of movement in that. It was really done very well. And like, I genuinely believe that this looks better than that game did, and that was an incredible experience. It captivated me, the movement. It really sold you the idea of that you were the character, and there was real danger all around you, and it seems very much like that. And I think we're gonna, if anything, it's gonna be better than what we're seeing.
I agree. I definitely agree. I mean, look at some of these aircraft right here. Obviously the game's gonna have more of a high tech, but here's something. All right, I want to go look. All right, I just seen something real quick I want to go ahead and point out about how relevant this footage is. Let me find it. Let me go back. Right here on the wall. Let me see if I can get a better picture of it. So you can see, like, there's an elephant picture here on the wall. I can't get a good, right here. All right, so if you go back and you look at some, can you see it, Semtex?
Yeah.
All right, so there's that mural of an elephant in India-looking
it's an
deity.
Indian god, yeah, I believe it's an Indian god.
If we go back and we check out the gameplay, let me see if I can find a moment where they show something like that. I mean, just looking at the city already, you can see kind of like it almost looks exactly the same, but better. Like you said, better. Let's see if we can find it.
I mean, I think the video you just showed of the movement, like you say, it was from back in 2009. So if you add, another 9.5 years to that, they've had all of that time to improve the systems, improve the movement. I mean, you can see how realistic and everything it looks. It, like you say, it is very GTA-esque, with it being a living, vibrant city. And I think that that's the most exciting thing. And more importantly, I think it's, all of the things that make that a real place are what Hit Record are kind of getting on board to make fan built. And I think that is such a good idea, such a brilliant way of involving your community in the game. And you could be going along and see a picture that you've drawn or that you've graphically designed, or a hologram that you might have designed floating on top of a building, or the sounds you're going to hear when you're getting in the vehicles. You'll be able to flick through the radio, and you might be able to hear something similar to the project that we were going to sort of get out there to people and get their help with. So
Exactly.
I think that all of those things are really going to enhance that whole experience.
Yeah, and if you take a look at the screen right here, you can see here is the new gameplay footage that we got, and you can kind of see like the style, the art style, the India deities and things like that, religious murals that are on the walls. And you take a look at the old 2009 footage, and you see it right there. And now it's not the same exact elephant, but it's the same exact style. So what they wanted to do.
Huh? But it's better.
Yeah, what they wanted to do hasn't really changed much from their their plan, or wait, is that more along the lines of what we're seeing here? No.
Yeah,
but it's
similar, but I think the ones we're seeing in the recent one are definitely you've got all of the brickwork coming through behind. It looks more as if it was actually painted there, and it's worn away a bit more. Yeah, I think that they've definitely jumped up in quality levels, so to speak.
Right. So yeah, I mean, this footage here is definitely good to watch, just because it's what they had planned as far as gameplay. Maybe not Jade. Jade's going to be in the game for sure, but we're going to play a space pirate, and Jade's going to be an NPC, non-playable character, part of the storyline. But we're looking at possible styles of how they want us to, go through the city, and we kind of see this in the trailer, the actual trailer. Let's go ahead and pull up a trailer real quick. We'll get to hit record here eventually, at some point in time. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and look up Beyond Good and Evil trailer. And look at when Nox was kind of so take a look at this trailer and then kind of imagine the other gameplay that we just got done seeing. Oh, look, double ads. YouTube is making some bank. Double ads on Cobra, live here on the recording. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of this. Let's wait till he gets out.
I mean, just look at the quality of the actual cutscenes. They're gonna be amazing. They're really, and that city is just so vast. And this is probably just not even 5% of the scale of the city as well. But that's incredible.
Right.
The way that you're going to be able to go through the different levels, and you're going to have like a different vibe on those levels as well.
Yeah.
Really intrigues me how well they're going to be able to pull this together and make you feel like you're there, really.
Exactly. If we look at when Nox leaves, you can see the kind of the way that he's parkouring his way out of there and using his jetpack versus and mixture with parkour. It kind of has that same exact feel for it on this gameplay footage that we're seeing right here. So, and the vehicles look very similar, and then we've got the murals on the wall over there. And so a very relevant piece of footage, but non-existent now as far as the direction that they're going in. But look at those cities. Imagine just going off. There's a river going through there. It's just absolutely amazing. And these cities are going to be they're going to need our help for these cities, guys. They're going to need our help. And I think that's a good segue into going into talking about hit record, what you could do, how you can do it, and what they're looking for, and how difficult is it. Okay, so Hit Record is a company. It's not necessarily tied to Beyond Good and Evil 2. And the first Space Monkey report, I remember them being asked, "What is there another way that fans can get involved and help making the game besides the Space Monkey program?" And they said that they had something, that they were talking in talks with very important people that they weren't ready to talk about yet. What they were speaking about was Hit Record. Joe, I can't remember his name. He's an actor. He played in Third Rock from the Sun. Has started this company where people can create stuff and release it to Hit Record, and then other people can pick it up and make it better. And so Beyond Good and Evil 2 is working with Hit Record to get this content created so the community can actually take. So if we record, here's my idea. I'm just going to put it out there real quick before we get into a lot of the Hit Record. What we want to do is create a talk show. You know how in Grand Theft Auto there's like that talk show with like the shock jocks, and it's, you know, like a crazy talk radio and stuff like that. What I want to do is create like a talk radio station for Beyond Good and Evil 2, so that when you're flipping through, you get somebody like me, who I'm going to play the character of an ape who's trying to release rhetoric against humans. It's an anti-human secret radio show that I'm broadcasting somewhere. I pirated the radio waves, and the humans can't shut it down. Maybe sometimes they can, but it's anti-establishment. It's trying to wake up the domesticated who are slaved and serving the humans, and it's also trying to wake up the pirates to help rise their cause to attack humans and to take over completely, because they continue to breed us, they continue to clone us, and they continue to make us serve them for their needs. And they're actually having Michelle Ansel actually talked about having some of these hybrids go onto the other side of the planet, where these radioactive asteroids constantly pound that particular side of the planet. And the asteroids are worth a lot of money, but they're very dangerous, and humans can't get near it because there's so much radiation that it kills them. So what they do is they create these hybrids, and they clone them over and over and over again, and they send them in to grab these asteroids, and they probably die right afterwards. And that's wrong. That's wrong.
It's not fair.
So I want to create a talk show that's a fictitious talk show in that set of mind frame, in that role play. And I would like to have you guys call in and act as either angry humans telling me that I need to be shut down, or I need to be hunted down and killed, or hybrids who call in and thank me, or some hybrids that maybe there's a domesticated hybrid out there who thinks I'm in the wrong. So the way it works, here's the storyline. There is humans. Humans make these hybrids to serve as slaves for various things, even sex. All right. So for everything that you could possibly imagine, they even make hybrids that are designed only to be toys for children. Okay, so there's that. There's ones that die for their service. The ones that are made to hunt down other hybrids. Now, the ones that are working and being enslaved, the other hybrids who are free, they call them domesticated. So there's a bit of class there. Like, the ones that are free do not appreciate or like they're very what's the word am I looking for? They're very prejudiced against domesticated hybrids. And domesticated hybrids know this as well, because they should be smart enough and powerful enough and strong enough and have a good enough mind to escape and get the heck out of there. And they don't. So that's what the talk show is going to be. It's going to be just a fictitious talk show, and I would like to have you guys get involved with that. And we're going to be doing it. It's going to be a private stream. Actually, it's not even going to be a stream. We're just going to be recording starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. If you want to get involved, get into our Discord. The link's going to be down below. Get into the Discord and be in there at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the room, the voice chat room called Atlas 102.5 FM, if you want to get involved in this craziness. And then I'm going to submit it to Hit Record, and we'll see what happens. There's no guarantee we'll get in the game, but we're a very creative community. We're a very lively community. So if we can get this, man, it'll be awesome if you guys can be in the game. I don't even want to get paid for it. I just want to be in the game. I just think it'd be awesome.
Absolutely. I mean, what a way to involve yourself in something so epic, and something that potentially, millions of people could play this. They could listen to that. They could see your artwork, because it's not just about the project that we're doing as well. Everybody out there, if you're creative in any way, if you make music, if you do art, if you do 3D graphic design, any of those things, get involved with Hit Record. Get on there, create yourself an account, get projects. And the brilliant thing and the best thing about Hit Records is not just about putting your content up fully finished, it's about collaborating with others, letting other people with skill sets that you might not necessarily have improve that work so that it can end up being in the game and being fully fleshed out, fully realized. Get involved with Hit Record, get involved with the Beyond Good and Evil community, because this is a community that rewards you for all your hard work. Go out there, do it, make the account. It's going to cost you nothing, it's going to be free.
Right, and if you're a musician or an artist and you want to start your own project, you can get paid for this. If
it's
you know,
crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but it does. It is. Yeah. It's true.
Right. And so I want to real quick, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at, we're going to play a couple seconds from some of these songs here to kind of get an idea of what's going on with some of this stuff. So here's a Pirate Riot song that we're going to take a look at. And you can see like the final versions here. I think the way this works, I think this one over here is maybe these are highlights. Okay, so look at this. For this one right here, there is 87 different contributions to this one song. But let's go to the highlights. The highlights, I think, are the most voted. So therefore, that's how they pick which ones are going to be finalized. But let's take a listen to this and see what this sounds like. I don't know what I'm clicking. Oh yeah.
Sounds so good. It's going to be so brilliant to possibly get into the game. Yeah, I mean, how cool is that? How cool is that idea? I mean, if someone said to me, you know, you could do, a song and I'll include it in my project.
Hold on, check this out, check this out. Oh, you can't hear it, can you?
No.
Okay, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. What were you saying, Sam? I'm sorry.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to talk over the music.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, I just think it's so cool that you could potentially make something that's going to end up in like a AAA title. This is not a little tiny kind of thing made by two people. This is like a massive AAA title that has epic cities, that has flying sky cycles that you can dive off onto other ships and have samurai battles in the air.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. That is what it is.
We're going to take a look at another one. This one actually has the vocals of Joe. What's his name? Joe Lovitz or something like that. This is his vocals here. So he owns the company. He actually got involved and put his vocals on this. This is really good. Check this out.
The cloning hybrids bred to slave in the mine. But I slipped out with the cargo, made me some friends in the shadows. Now I'm a pirate making up for lost time, since I escaped from the craters and joining up with the...
Absolutely amazing. Wow, this guys, we're I don't think enough people are looking at Beyond Good and Evil 2. I don't.
No, not at all. I think the thing is, it's been a project that's been in development for a long time, and it's put out little teasers and little hints and stuff that have been incredibly exciting. But now is the time to get involved with this community, because it's fresh, it's budding, and be there and join this journey. That's what it's always about. Things, any project, anything you do in your life, it's not about the final outcome. It's about how you got there and all of the amazing stuff from that beginning point to that final end point, so this is absolutely exciting, and people should be definitely, just for this reason, if game companies see that this sort of collaboration work can deepen the gaming experience for the people that end up playing the game, then that's going to be something other game companies are going to do.
Right.
So don't let this just end with Beyond Good and Evil. Give it as much support as you possibly can, because ultimately we've all been saying for years and years and years, let the players get involved in the games, let us talk to you, let us give you our ideas, and they're providing a platform for you to do just that.
Exactly.
This is amazing. Get involved.
And so, listen, so I'm going to play a couple of these. These are some radio stingers that people created. There's 1,500 of them on here. So there's going to be some, when we talk about Beyond Good and Evil, all bets are off the table as far as language. Okay, so there's a lot of cursing in the game. There's a lot of cursing in the stingers. And when we do the radio show tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, when we do that, there will be cursing in there as well. So we're not gonna hold any punches on this. Nobody else is, and this is I don't want to say it's an adult game, but it's a mature game. It's a mature game. And so we're going to play through some of these stingers here real quick to kind of get you. And some of these, oh my God, are so funny. I was going through these the other day, and I was just laughing my butt off. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of this.
Good morning, kittens. Like your coffee black? Because we like ours the Milky Way. Stay tuned to Radio Cheetah.
Good morning, kittens. Do you like your coffee black? Because we like ours the Milky Way. All right, this one here is a little bit odd. I've seen Unicorn Salient. They're very strange. I love them to death, but this one's from Unicorn. That one we just played was from Christine. Thank you so much for that, Christine. And we're going to go ahead and play this one from Unicorn.
反逆のためのラジオ Radio Cheetah Radio for Rebellion 反逆のためのラジオ Radio Cheetah Radio for Rebellion
Okay, I can't wait for you to hear these, Sam, when we go play back. 3 radio stingers here from Chris Bullet. Let's take a look.
You're listening to Radio Cheetah, the heart of the galaxy, bumping the beats that move ya. You're listening to Radio Cheetah, the heart of the galaxy.
All right, so that's pretty funny. There's a one here that kind of plays on the fact that they're slaves. We'll get to that one here pretty soon. I'm just going to take a look at a couple more. I'm going to leave this link down below so that you guys can check it out. Here it is right here.
Can someone please explain to me why you'd want to pay for shit when you can fucking take it for free? That's what we did with all this music. You're listening to Radio Cheetah.
Why would anyone want to pay for shit when you could steal it? That's what we did with all this music here on Radio Cheetah. That's good. So here's one. It's okay. Check this out. I'm not even going to explain it. I'm just going to play it. So again, you have to escape to be free in Beyond Good and Evil 2. And we're going to play this, and it's.
We don't care about this hybrid now. We don't have time for these sons of bitches. Now, like my friend Eddie used to say, you best be working or you be whipping.
Right. That'll piss you off, won't it? You best be working or you be whipping. So yeah, that'll piss you off. So I'd be here all day, guys, if I went through all of this stuff. Stingers, the music, there's tons of music, there's art that they're looking for, just a lot of stuff. Sacred Murals. Let's check this out, see if there's any pictures to go through. Yeah, check this out. I mean, this is stuff that people are submitting. There's 316 contributions. Let's take just a quick look, a quick gander. So this is the kind of stuff that they're submitting to be placed in as art all around the game. Can you see that, Semtex?
I can. And it's not just going to be this. It's going to be, advertising boards for stores. It's going to be, signs for, brush down joints that are like massage parlors, but for, furry hybrids. There's so many angles you can come at this from. You've got reptilian type creatures, you've got sharks and things like that. You've got all kinds of things. Think about the interactions that hybrids could have with each other and what they would enjoy, all of that kind of stuff. This has got to be player generated, and these are ideas that you can throw out there and can ultimately end up as part of this universe, as part of the lore, as part of the the ambience, the atmosphere, the environment that you're actually going to be living in, it, breathing in. It's going to be a very alive, real experience, and that's what all of this content's going to create. Get excited about this. This is so good. The people out there that are creative, this is such a brilliant outlet for you to make something completely off the wall and to really showcase your skill sets, really get involved with this.
So here's some stuff here. These are like billboards and propaganda. So this one here says, I'm still right, hybrids suck. Some of them say, I think therefore I am. Radio Cheetah. There's anti-establishment, nothing to lose, the galaxy to gain. Pirates. There's pirate propaganda there. So there is an absolute ton of stuff to go through. It's a very exciting time and a very exciting game to follow. I know it's not going to be out for a long time. It's not going to be out for a while. So, but here's the thing. You get to follow its development from its infancy, and you get to be involved with its development and hopefully get your stuff inside. I want to real quick go ahead and take a look at the city Ganesh. Here's Ganesh. I was going to show this earlier, but I'm just showing it. Here's Ganesh. This is a non-rendered, just model-shaped stuff that they threw together. So this is what they're working on, and this is why they need your help. Look how massive that city is. Look how massive it is.
And while you're looking at this, make sure you're remembering the kind of trailers that have been shown a little bit earlier in the footage in the background of the video. You got to imagine being able to fly around on a sky cycle, a taxi, a hovering bus, a tuk-tuk through this city, through the different levels. This is massive. It doesn't really do it justice, the scale of this. But if you can imagine being inside that and that being something that you see, then it'll give you a good idea of kind of how vast and epic this really is going to be. So yeah, definitely get excited. It's
yes. Oh, there's big reasons to be excited for this game. 100%. GTA level type gameplay with amazing story on multiple planets. And I'm saying GTA level. I'm trying to get people excited about this game, and the way to interject a thought process of the type of gameplay you can see or be able to experience in this game is going to be very similar to GTA, right down to the music, radio stations, stealing vehicles.
Galaxies-esque. Because you've got the hybrid element of kind of Rocket and stuff like that as well, of Groot, of all of these kind of weird and wonderful characters that are going to populate this. It's going to be, you're going to come across some amazing stuff, and the NPCs and stuff. Oh, we're going to have to go into that on another video, but exciting times.
Right, yeah. We will too, we will. The NPCs are something that's very important to touch on, because there's a lot of information out there about getting them to be crew members, why they're clones, things like that. So, I'm super excited for this. I probably have more to say, but I got sidetracked along the way with this cool stuff here. But I'm super excited. I want to... Again, remember, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to get together. We're going to create something. We're going to put it on here, guys. We're going to put it on here. And the louder we are, the more excitement we get, the bigger chance that we're all going to end up in a game. Like I said, no guarantee that we can, but there's a chance, especially when they see just how big and how exciting and how powerful the Cobras are, you guys. They're going to be shocked. They're going to be like, wow, who are these new people coming over? What is this? What are these new people? Oh, look, they made this fictitious radio show. Maybe we'll put it in the game. We'll put it on the channel. Maybe people could listen to it while they're in their ships and listen to music. I don't know. But it's definitely worth a shot. And I think we should at least try as a community. And if we don't make it, then we don't make it. But I'm excited to try.
You can go through life as either being a wanter or being a doer. It's that simple. You can either want to be in a game, or you can actually do something that might actually end up in one.
Right.
Choice is yours.
And also, when you guys create something for Hit Record for Beyond Good and Evil 2, make sure you let me know. I will tweet that for weeks on weeks. I will make sure people hear it, people see it, whatever it is. I will not stop until until it's noticed. I mean, I want to support the Cobra TV community, and if you create something for Beyond Good and Evil 2, I'm just going to spread it around like crazy. I'm going to spread it like delicious peanut butter.
We're a constellation, baby. Shiny, bright stars don't look good on their own. They look good when they're
That's
at
right, man.
stars.
That's right.
You know,
yes,
let's
you're
connect
totally
those
right. I
shiny
like
dots.
that. I like that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and close it down for today, guys, but I'm going to leave the link down below for hit record. And remember, we're going to be on tomorrow in Discord, active in Discord and the voice chat tomorrow and at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if nobody shows up, that's fine. Me and Semtex are just going to go at it like crazy and create something. We're going to throw it up there. But I would really like to have you guys involved and spread the word. Share this video out, guys. People need to know about Beyond Good and Evil 2 and how cool it's going to be. It's not being paid attention to the way that I think we should. This is an amazing thing. So share this video out, guys, and well, as always, I love you guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Until next time,
Bye.
bye.